Welcome to this week's edition of the 100 Mile Journey. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, changes are afoot. I don't have a lot of video content this week, but I do have some announcements and some other content to add. First of all, I have chosen the event that I will be doing. I'll be doing the Rio Del Lago 100 mile event coming up in November. That extends my my training out another 6 weeks or so, which is excellent. It helps me feel a little bit more confident in actually being able to accomplish my 100-mile journey event that I wanted to do. I got to say, I really did want to do a self-supported 100-mile event with some close friends. But to be honest, I was a little bit nervous about that. There is the aid stations, medical, and if something happened to some of the people that were providing support, it would be a disaster. So this is going to be a well-supported run. I believe they indicate that it's been 20 years, a 20-year event or so. So I am looking forward to it. It is in my backyard. I think it's going to be really fun. I've pretty much run all of it already, just in different smaller segments. But I do have to say I am nervous. Can I run 100 miles? I don't know. I would like to. I think this is my best shot at being able to do that and have the support I need to really accomplish it. So I am really excited. The other thing is, when I decided to do this, I committed money, some funds to this. It's going to be over $400, but it kind of helps. It's one of those commitment mechanisms that really make sure that you stay focused and keep going, because there are no refunds. So, as I've indicated before, I am a little bit cheap. So $400, I'm going to make sure that I'm at least start it and I get everything I possibly can out of it. But publicly declaring this goal is a huge thing, and I think it's going to be great. Next is, this last weekend was probably what I would consider the ultramarathon Super Bowl, which was the Western States 100. It was last week, and man, it did not disappoint whatsoever. Went out Saturday morning and ran some of the course. That was great, but went back a little bit later that evening. The finish is only about 20 minutes from my home, so my wife and I drove up and watched the end. Fabulous. Jim Walmsley really did not disappoint. He did not make a record out of this one, but he was at least an hour ahead of his next opponent. It was extremely inspiring. Went out again the next day and went back out to the finish, probably about a mile from the finish. We had a friend out there, Joel Carson, who was running the event. We were able to run with him a little bit. That's really what was inspiring, is watching the people who had put in so much time, just the regular people like you and I, not the elites, but the people who really, they work day jobs. He's a school teacher. He has been training for this for like 2 years. It's a beautiful story. Last night I was also watching the golden hour, which is all the people who come in the last hour. It almost brought me to tears, because it's like so many sweet stories. But I do have to say one thing about Jim that was super awesome is, he's not afraid of doing different things with fashion. That's for sure. Like a couple years ago, he had the shirts, the half shirts with the little holes cut all over it. That one didn't really catch on that well. But this year, it's been dubbed as the hat that won the Western, which he was wearing a bucket hat at the end. look kind of funny, but when you think about it, wow, that is a great idea for some sun protection. So one of the things I will be doing over the next couple weeks is I will be reviewing some of bucket hats. I've already gotten one from Buff. I could have gotten the exact one that he had worn, but I don't want to be that much of a fanboy. I love Jim, but it'd be a little bit obvious that if you were just running out there doing that. So anyway, thank you, Kofuzi, for terming that the hat that won the Western. Another thing that I did this last week was I did purchase a new shoe. I've only gotten about 6 miles on it. This is the On Cloudultra. I really wanted to hate this shoe. It's super expensive. It's about $180, but so far I really do like it. I think I can actually do a review on it, but I want to put in a few more miles. There is a lot about the shoe to really like. There's a few things to not like so much, but so far, the shoe, it's really got something going on. And it also kind of fits the bill. When I'm doing the Rio Del Lago, there is going to be some tarmac that I have to run across for quite a bit. So, and kind of need a shoe that is going to be able to handle the pavement and transition into maybe less technical trail. So I have to find a shoe that kind of fits the bill, that's not really going to beat me up. They can handle that tarmac without quite the problems that you're going to have with the trail shoe. Anyway, I will put in a few more miles in the shoe, give her a full review at another point. In closing, if you can get out and enjoy nature, do it. It's a precious commodity. I'm starting to realize that a little bit more as temperatures are really heating up. We have fires going on. We're losing tree cover. Just get out there, enjoy it while you can. Try to help do any kind of restoration you can. It's a valuable commodity. Let's take care of it all that we can. Anyway, have a great week, and I will catch up with you later.